Hi everybody! Today's keto recipe is a suggestion from one of you, Alberto. I met him on an Italian keto group. Hi everybody! Today's recipe is a suggestion from one of you, Alberto, a keto friend that I met on a Facebook group, an Italian Facebook group, because keto is growing even in Italy. And this recipe is really delicious and super easy to prepare. So we all must thank Alberto, and now we can go cooking this salmon with mascarpone and hazelnuts. I hope you will like it. To prepare this delicious ketogenic dish, you will need just a few ingredients because, as usual, it's a very easy and yummy dish. You will need a piece of salmon, a nice one without the skin, then some salt, some mascarpone cheese, a few hazelnuts and a piece of butter. I will not tell you the doses. You must check the macros and decide what you want, because this is a really flexible dish. If you like more fish and less carbs, you can just reduce the mascarpone part. The hazelnuts are really a few, so don't worry too much about them. In Stockholm is such a beautiful day that after cooking we will definitely go for a walk. Let's start by seasoning our salmon, and I just noticed that I forgot one important ingredient, the powdered garlic. In fact, we will season the salmon both sides with salt and powdered garlic, but don't worry, because in the description below I will write all the ingredients very carefully. Sorry about that. Before cooking our fish, it's also a very good idea to cut it in pieces. You know how many people will eat your dish, so you decide how many pieces you are going to do. This is a very useful tip because during the cooking you should flip your salmon to the other side, and it's so much easier to do it with little pieces instead of a big fish. As you can notice, I'm using metal pans because there are some health concerns about non-sticky pans, and even if I put some butter, the fish will stick a little bit anyway. But let's cook. I'm warming two different pans because I will use one for the sauce and the other one for the fish. When the butter is melted, you can add the mascarpone cheese and mix it with the butter. This is a truly easy, super easy sauce, but please taste it a little bit, because if it's too sweet for you, just add a little salt, and if you want an extra touch, you could also add some powdered garlic. The other pan is warm enough and it's perfect for our salmon. You can add the little pieces and clearly see how they change the color. So it's very easy to understand when it's the right moment to turn them to the other side. So now let's flip the salmon and let's see how beautiful it already looks. While our fish is cooking, we can chop the hazelnuts. I use just 5, they are more than enough. I will do this easy task by hand because it's a 2-second job. In this way I can choose the right texture, and this is really fun. Our hazelnuts must not turn into a powder, and you are not supposed to find while eating very big pieces, so it's the perfect moment to go back to our grandma's way of cooking. Our final step is, as usual, to present this deliciousness. So let's prepare our serving plate by adding some sauce to every piece of salmon. Look how brown is our fish now. It's really yummy, but it needs some fat. I always remind you that the keto diet is low carb, high fat, so our sauce made with butter and mascarpone cheese is really perfect. Finally, don't forget to sprinkle our hazelnuts on top, because this will give a lot of flavor, very little carbs, and a truly special touch. I really hope you like today's easy and delicious recipe and you will consider subscribing to my channel. See you here with a ketogenic video in English every Monday, but also with the same video in Spanish on Wednesday and in Italian on Friday. See you next week! As the day is spectacular, we will go into this beautiful blue gate with a golden deer looking upon us. Even if you can think we are in the middle of the countryside, I promise you that this special place is really downtown Stockholm, and I will tell you why. This city is built on 14 islands, and the one with the blue gate is called Djurgården. Djur means animal, and this was the animal park of the king, where all the aristocracy was coming for hunting. So it is walking distance from the royal palace and the ancient heart of the city. As you can see, many animals still live happily here, and this is a perfect place for running, having a picnic or coming by bicycle. But you can visit Djurgården also for the historical buildings. Here you can find the ABBA Museum if you love music from the 70s. The Vasa, there is a beautiful maritime museum with a giant warship from the 17th century, and it is also the most visited museum in Scandinavia. Or you can come with your kids to Unibocken, where you can have fun with Pippi Longstocking and her friends. I really hope you enjoyed today's walk, because this is definitely one of my favorite places.